is combustion? Okay, what is combustion? Combustion is the process by which these fuels burn in oxygen or air, and they liberate heat and light energy. And it is mostly this heat energy which is liberated because of combustion, okay, which is used for various purposes like cooking, okay, generation of thermal electric power, okay, and also for various industries where heating is required. Now this process of combustion releases, okay, the two important gases, that is carbon dioxide and water vapor. So basically combustion of hydrocarbons. So what are hydrocarbons, children? Hydrocarbons are nothing but these are the fuels which are containing carbon and hydrogen as their elements. So these hydrocarbons, when they undergo combustion, they combine with the oxygen of air and they form water vapor. Okay, they form water vapor and carbon dioxide. That is, the hydrogen of the hydrocarbon is converted into water vapor, and the carbon of the hydrocarbon is converted to carbon dioxide when they combine with oxygen. And of course, along with this, heat energy is liberated. Is that clear, children? So how do we, and one of the most important essential factors which is required for burning or combustion is oxygen or air. Okay, air, without air, combustion is not possible. So air is very, very important, and air is something which supports combustion. And in fact, in air, it is the oxygen component of the air which is going to support combustion. So how do we prove this, that combustion requires air? So we take, what we do is, children, we take a trough, okay, and in one trough we fix a candle, okay, and this candle will be burning. Say, take a similar trough, children, and say take a similar candle and fix it in another trough, and after some time you invert a glass over this burning candle. What do you observe, children? We observe that the flame will burn for few minutes until the oxygen of this or air of which is enclosed by this glass is consumed. Once this air is exhausted or it is being used up by the process of combustion, this flame will extinguish. Okay, so this flame is going to extinguish after some time. Okay, is that clear? So this shows that oxygen or air is essential for the process of combustion. Okay, children. Now, next, children, we have an experiment to show that burning or combustion releases carbon dioxide and water vapor. So, as I have mentioned, children, hydrocarbons are nothing but the fuels. Most of the fuels are hydrocarbons, and these hydrocarbons contain the elements carbon and hydrogen, which on burning combine with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water vapor, and they liberate energy in the form of heat and sometimes in the form of light. So how do we prove that this particular process of combustion releases carbon dioxide and water vapor? For this, we have this particular apparatus set up, children. Okay, here we have a Bunsen burner which is burning, and this uses methane as the fuel here. So methane is nothing but a hydrocarbon containing carbon and hydrogen. It has a formula CH4, children. So it is having carbon and hydrogen. So this carbon and hydrogen of methane, when it burns, okay, in presence of air or oxygen, okay, and then the gases which are evolved because of the process of combustion are collected by this inverted funnel, and they travel through this tube, children, and this tube is immersed in a beaker which is containing ice. Okay, so this is containing ice or cold water. So when this comes, when the two gases come in contact, and here, children, in this tube we can place anhydrous copper sulfate. Now, anhydrous copper sulfate is white in color, children, and when it combines with water, it turns blue. So, anhydrous copper sulfate changes to hydrated copper sulfate. Okay, it changes to hydrated copper sulfate. Is that clear? Okay, and this is white in color and this changes to blue color, hydrated copper sulfate. So what happens here, children? So when these two gases are coming, this one particular gas, okay, the water vapor condenses because of the cold ice, outer ice, which is present in the beaker, and this condensed water vapor will combine with the anhydrous copper sulfate, and which is white in color, and changes into blue color crystalline hydrated copper sulfate. Now the other gas which is liberated, okay, the rest of the gases will travel through this tube and it will enter into this test tube containing lime water, and this lime water turns milky. So the milkiness of the lime water indicates that the other substance which is present in the emission of the fuel is nothing but carbon dioxide. So by this experiment, we can prove that burning, okay, or combustion releases carbon dioxide and water vapor. Is that clear, children? So this shows that combustion releases water vapor and carbon dioxide. Is that clear? Okay. Now let us study about the various components of water. Okay. I'm sorry, the various components of air. Okay.